Welcome to your Daily Writing Habit, episode number 714. If you are writing a book or thinking about it, or maybe you've started writing your book but you're having some trouble getting it done, or perhaps you're at the stage where you need help reaching more readers to let them know about your book, you are in the right place. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh. If you're looking for me online, look for Christine Inc., like that stuff we write with. Each day I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 19 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that three things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and they can turn someone who barely sees themselves as a writer into a published book author. Those three things are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Here's today's quote. "The one thing that you have that nobody else has is you. Your voice, your mind, your story, your vision. So write and draw and build and play and dance and live as only you can." Neil Gaiman. And once again, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. You know, just like yesterday, I was thinking recently about lessons I've learned from authors I know who have completed their books, as well as those who have been successful in getting people's attention around their books. And I thought of some author stories I wanted to share with you for part of this week. So this week I'm sharing some of those stories about authors I know who have done those things, who have been successful in writing and finishing a book, which you know, all of you who are doing that, currently doing that, struggling with that, all the things, you know that's no small feat, and then getting people's attention so they actually read the book. So one author I know, Diane Kennedy, is a tax expert, an entrepreneur, and a best-selling author several times over. You know, one thing Diane is exceptionally good at is looking beyond the book to all the opportunities that come from publishing a book. And she does this from day one of the book development process, even before she begins writing her book. She'll mock up a cover of her future book without worrying about how close the design will be to the final book cover. She simply does it for motivation, a visual representation of the finish line, and to be able to focus on that. And I think I've heard her say how she'll post her cover mock-ups in her writing space, her writing cave, for inspiration. I think that's really cool. And as she's writing, another thing she'll do, she'll be planning her future upsells around her book, like products and courses and webinars and all those kind of marketing things. She'll begin building that brand orbit that will exist around the book even as she's writing it. And to be clear, none of this is done in a way that distracts her from the process of writing and finishing writing her book. But rather, I've gathered as an observer of Diane that she does it as motivation to keep pressing on toward the finish line, especially in the middle of those trouble spots and obstacles and challenges. This it motivates her to keep pressing on because she's planning all these things that are going to be happening around the finish line. She's looking forward to the impact that her book will have on others. It's very easy sometimes to get stuck in the long process of writing a book day after day, wondering how you'll get through it, getting stuck in that tunnel vision of writing. So I like Diane's way of planning ahead, of creating all the things she has to look forward to once the book is done. And like I said, she's a best-selling author many times over, so her process definitely works. And I hope her story, which I've shared with you today, will inspire you to think of ways you can look beyond the book to the finish line that you're currently writing, and all the things you'll be able to do once your book is done, all the opportunities that await you that will be available to you once you are a published author. So again, doing it in a way that helps you focus on the finish line and stay motivated, but doesn't, of course, distract you from the book writing process. Simply something to look forward to. And stay tuned for one more author success story tomorrow. Thank you for joining me here on Your Daily Writing Habit, where I am helping you write and finish writing an awesome book. And please drop by my Inc. Authors group, lots of author success stories in there, for motivation, accountability, book writing, publishing resources, and more. Check the link in the show notes for the link to whatever I'm saying, Facebook, Inc. Authors. And I would so appreciate it if you could all subscribe wherever you're listening to Your Daily Writing Habit and leave a review. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Until tomorrow, happy writing.